Town, guys. This is the American Foot Channel. Here we cover anything from U.S. men's national team and MLS to the Premier League and any other freaking notable league in the world. Today we're going to talk about Nottingham Forest and Huddersfield Town, who both have advanced and are in the English Football League's Championship playoff final. It's kind of a mouthful. And they're fighting for the last spot to get into the Premier League to join Fulham and Bournemouth, who both gained automatic promotion. Before I forget, don't forget to like this video and subscribe. I'm trying to build a community here, of us football, soccer, whatever you want to call it. I always do this, but whatever you want to call it, enthusiasts. And don't forget, so let's get back to it now. And so Forest beat Sheffield United, who were in the Premier League last season, penalties after being up on aggregate 3-1. I was watching that game. So they were up. It looked like they were doing good, like everything was good there. And all of a sudden, Sheffield United, they tied. They tied Nottingham Forest, and they had them against the ropes, man. And they did end up going to penalties, and Samba had three PK saves. He was fantastic in that shootout, man. He was really good. It looked like he got into these people's heads. Poor Horvath, Ethan Horvath, who's American, U.S. men's national team goalkeeper, who hasn't getting a lot of play time there. Unfortunately for him, but fortunately for the team, Samba had a pretty damn great performance in that penalty shootout. And because of that, they're now off to the final. And also another dual national American, Alex Mighton, is also a part of this team, but he did not come on. Or I don't even know if he was in the squad, honestly. But one guy that did come on, or didn't come on, he started, and he played a really important role for Nottingham Forest, was Brennan Johnson, who, check this out. Look at this right now. This is awesome, man. In 2003, David Johnson, his dad, a Jamaican international, he scored for Nottingham Forest against Sheffield in both legs of the playoff final, which they actually did not end up advancing, unfortunately. But this is pretty neat, dude. So Brendan Johnson came and he scored in the first leg, and he scored in this leg. That's like crazy, man. It's like, and then the fact his dad didn't make it, like his Nottingham Forest team didn't make it, but this dude, his did, like he went up to his dad a little bit. Like that's all pretty sick, dude. Like that's amazing. I love this. I love this type of stuff in football. It's freaking beautiful. In Huddersfield Town, they beat Luton 2-1, which honestly I kind of wanted Luton to go through because just some historic shit. But anyways, so they tied 1-1 in the first leg, and then they won 1-0 and then 2-1 on aggregate in the second leg. And there's another American involved with Huddersfield Town. It's Dwayne Holmes, and he's actually a starter for that team, and so he gets a lot of playing time. So if they do make it through, he might be an important piece for that team in the Premier League, which they definitely would need to reinforce because I don't think their squad would cut it in the Premier League. But anyway, so the last time, going back to Forest, the last time that they were in the Premier League was in 1999 when they got relegated. So it's been a while, man. Like that's been a while. I did not watch the Premier League back then, so I have absolutely no recollection of Nottingham Forest in the Premier League. And I personally I want them back because of that. And also they're a pretty damn historic team. Like they have a lot of history. They're not just some little team, they got a shit ton of history, dude. Like believe it or not, like they won the European Cup back in 1979 and 1980. So back to back European Cup. So this is actually the Champions League before it was a Champions League. That's what it was called before. It wasn't always Champions League. So believe it or not, when you see all these things with like saying since 1990 whatever Champions League winners, like there's guys before that, and those things count because Real Madrid talk about them all the damn time. So they do count. So like I said, twice they won that shit twice, bro, and they won the old English division, which once again was before the Premier League. So they won in the 77-78 season, and so they have one first division win. So that's what it used to be called before in England. And so they're a team, like I said, with a lot of freaking history, man. Like very historic club. Like it would be very nice to see him back in the league. And then we have, going back to Huddersfield now, like they were last in the Premier League in 2019. I believe they went up in 2017. Yeah, 2017 they went up, stayed for I think one season or two seasons basically, and then they were relegated. So there's like it's a pretty big difference. I think it's like a 20-year difference from when sorry, Nottingham Forest was last in the Premier League, and then Huddersfield was last in it. So that's pretty significant. So yeah, let's see Nottingham Forest go. Why not? Why the heck not? I think they're a pretty cool team. And also like Huddersfield Town, a little bit of history as well. They have won the first division once again before it was a Premier League. Way back in the day, they won it 3 times. So that's a pretty good amount of history there for Huddersfield Town, and they definitely I didn't think they would be in the running to get a promotion to the Premier League. So it's pretty impressive. And Nottingham Forest, so it's pretty impressive that they're here. And I mean, honestly, like I want Forest to go through, but either one of these teams they've earned it. And guys out there, who you guys that aren't English or don't follow this league at all or much of the football across the pond or whatever, the championship final, like this promotion final, playoff final, is freaking awesome. And just the playoffs in general are awesome. Like this is a really good league. It's really entertaining to watch. And you guys better make sure you watch it, man. Like you don't want to miss out on this. Like today was freaking entertaining watching these. And like I said, if you're American, dude, like us Americans, you Americans, and me Americans, all Americans, we freaking love playoffs, bro. Like playoffs are fun. And and these are playoffs right here. This is a final, so this is right up your freaking alley, bro. And like in our country, like we don't have promotion and relegation, so we don't really get to see this kind of stuff. So like to see it like happening elsewhere, like watch it, like you see how exciting it is, like how much it means, bro. Like these are teams like they're not just fighting to like compete with the best of the best. Like this is like monetary gain, like freaking status gain, like everything, bro. Like some of these people like they're trying to hold on to jobs, like people, not the football players, people that work in the kitchen or whatever. And so when you get relegated, you lose a lot, and when you get promoted, you gain a lot. So this is like really impressive. This is a lot more than just like a sport at the end of the day when it comes to promotion relegation. And like I said, that's what makes this like so freaking entertaining, man. Like it's beautiful to see. It's really entertaining. Like I've been trying to keep up with this as long as I could. Like, cause watching the championship wasn't very accessible back in the day. So, over the years, especially now, like it's on ESPN Plus for people here in the states. So it's like it's very accessible. Like you can watch it anytime. And like I said, I highly, highly, highly recommend you guys watch this shit, bro. The final is on Saturday, May 29th, and like I said, it's on ESPN Plus, bro. And this is like super entertaining. Like I said, it's beautiful to watch. Like it's gonna be at the Wembley, man. That's where they held all their finals out there in England. And you guys gotta check it out, man. This is as entertaining as like football could get. Like maybe it's not the highest level of football, but I mean, even though the championship I think is a pretty good level, it's probably the best second division in the world. It's pretty up there. But yeah, you guys should definitely check it out, man. And like I said, it's fun. It's on ESPN Plus. They're not paying me shit to say that. I just want you guys to check it out because it's that freaking fun. But anyways, y'all have a good one. Take care.